And we're live.
Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teachers Do. Today I have with me for the first time a new student. Do I go by Char or Jonathan or
You can call me Dragon. That's what I'm usually
Dragon?
called online.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Used to know you as Charizard Day, so that's why I still
That was
keep it
actually
in.
a portmanteau of Charizard and Dag from the Angry Beavers.
Daggett.
Yeah.
Look, that one's nuts.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Eric is with us.
Hello, everybody. I'm back with the voices again.
Yeah, not enough voices on this one though.
Not too much here. Stay tuned for Jonah Hex meets Foghorn Leghorn and Yosemite Sam.
Well, dude, they would have seen this by then.
Oh, fair enough.
Remember, we're recording this.
Oh, you're right. I keep forgetting there's a delay. Like in premieres.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to be going over DC New Frontier, the comic that was the basis for Justice League New Frontier, which, from my understanding, you both have actually seen, right?
Yeah, it's actually the first one of the DC animated movies, and it got me into the others.
I've seen bits of it. I have not seen it all the way, but I liked what I saw. And actually, the first one was Superman Doomsday, which I did have on DVD. New Frontier, I think, was the second.
It was the second.
It is, but yeah, I liked what I saw, and I was interested in seeing what the book looked like, and here I am.
Yeah, I think what interested me more because the voice work. Because back then I was into Keith David because he played the Arbiter in Halo, and he was the main bad guy in the movie. The center.
We're even then. Keith David, I remember Keith David as Goliath in Disney's Gargoyles.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to make clear though, the center does not have a sentient voice in this version.
Right.
That was done exclusively for the animated movie so they can have a main villain, because basically the whole point of this is the center doesn't show up until later on, but beforehand you wouldn't really, it's more of a just going through the history and everything. Because when you do an anime movie, you can't do that.
Not entirely, no. Not unless you.
I assume that
if you made it,
he'll be like the narrator, somewhat.
No, the center does. Like I said, the center does not have a sentience per se.
Okay, so all right.
Yep.
Yeah, if they went through the history, they would have to make an anthology like that Batman Gotham Knight movie.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's dive in as it's in 1945, and the war is over, unless you're a loser. The losers were a group of unique group of servicemen attached to the to OSS, and in the Pacific, 1945. We see a young man writing it out. This is the story of the losers. As we get a bit on Captain Storm, U.S. Navy, Sarge Peterson, USMC, Gunnar Wilson, USMC, John Cloud, USAAF. Should anyone find this message, let it serve as a record of our final mission for the OSS. As they were basically heading out there and on a mission to find this in this island. Albatross is clear. Guys, hear that? It's something big and it's close. Maybe a Jap ship. Keep your eyes open. Can't see diddly in the soup. Up there, port side. Criminy, hang on. The late Darwyn Cooke's artwork is phenomenal. It's like looking at a cartoon, and he worked on a lot of the DC animated products.
I actually look at some of the colors that was used in this book, and it's almost like it's done in a watercolor style, almost.
Yeah, it does look really nice.
But yeah, you can definitely tell this is in the vein of the 40s and 50s because I see lantern jaws on everybody.
Yep, I got you, Pooch. In damage report, and sounds off, losers. Yo, I'm 5x5. Ring my bell, skipper. But I'm on the beam. Let's salvage the gear ASAP. What the hell was that thing? Don't know. What was it? And what it was? Cloud. But I was thinking, what if it has friends on this island? Roger that, Sarge. Zuka is loaded and ready. Huh? What is it, Pooch? Uh-oh!
That's a T-Rex. That
dinosaur island? T-Rex.
It's a motherfucking T-Rex. But yeah, basically, they're on the lost island. Or the island that time forgot. Now, there's something you don't see every day. Gunner, roger that. Man, what a target! Boom! Anytime, Sarge. Keep your shirt on, Junior. Look at that beast. Drive her like you own her. The tail! Hit the deck!
Must go faster.
Yep. Man, and that was close. Right, Junior? On your feet, Ed. Gunner, Sarge, I'm... They throw the grenades at it, causing it to run off. Now, no, they actually did take out its arm.
Ooh.
You see that?
Yeah, I see that.
But of course, the TNT didn't stop it. Now, Gunner was only 23 years old. In both years and spirit, he had been their youngest brother. But yeah, they bury him then. Sarge, please, Skipper, just bring me the tarp. Skipper got us to the island, but Navajo, know-how, kept us off the animals' trails and downwind. Hey,
Navajo, I think.
No, Navajo.
Yeah, remember the Indian tribe.
But yeah, so they're trying to get themselves all set up because they say we got small arms from Japanese, Australian, and American units. This cave has seen a lot of action. So basically, others have come to this island, but have basically been probably wiped out.
Right. Probably because of the dinosaurs.
Well, yeah. Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
I
I was about to say, welcome to Jurassic Park. Very funny, Adam.
If
you get that Power Rangers reference, you get a cookie.
Well, dude, you have to tell him where it was from. You just told him where it was from.
Never mind. I said if they
get
it.
Don't look now. But yeah, then he had a prosthetic leg. Skipper. Because look at it, he had a patch and everything, an eye patch and a fake leg.
So he's basically a pirate.
Yep. But we back together. Skipper. So long, John. Now they lost Skipper. In less than 14 hours, the losers were no more. The Navajo believe in the notion that all powerful forces come in groups of 4. There's no magic in one. Booch. Sarge, is that you? Sarge. Right, the old guy. He didn't make it. Are you Colonel Flagg? Affirmative. I was on the North Base planting some booby traps when I heard your firefight last night. So basically, they were here to save him.
Flagg from the Suicide Squad.
Yep. Colonel... Oh, this is his grandfather.
Right.
The one we saw in Suicide Squad was the descendant. Name's Cloud, Lieutenant, USAAF. I was sent here along with that old man and 2 other men to get your ass off this death trap. Cloud, the Navajo ace? This must have been a heavy operation if the OSS sent the losers after us. Round up the rest of your squad and let's move out. My squad? Hey, and why they're right here, Lieutenant Cloud, in my pocket. In my other pocket is a film copy of Dr. Teschner's notes. So if you've got a way off this rock, I'll be happy to move out ASAP. So yeah, basically they're getting on the boat and hang on there, Chief. You make it sound like you're staying on this jungle buffet. 3 or 4 have already been committed. It isn't important if I succeed or fail. What is important is if I'm the force and my path is set. In other words, the bad guys have killed the Lone Ranger and the cavalry, and now it's up to the Injun sidekick to avenge them. You savvy that, paleface? I'm going to kill that monster. In other words, he wants to take out the T-Rex.
Ooh.
And as he forces them by gunpoint to go out. So yeah, he's hunting down the T-Rex, but then he forgot about Flagg saying that he booby-trapped there.
Oh no.
Oh.
Unfortunately, they lost Pooch.
Oh no, not the dog.
But now if you remember in the animated movie, the moment was King grabbing 2 grenades and jumping in. It was from this moment.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah. I remember that scene.
Boom!
Wow.
John Cloud was a loser. Edward Air Force Base, spring 1948. And we find out this is young Hal Jordan. Well, now, looky here. Told you these pilots are getting younger every gall dang day. I'm not a pilot, ma'am. At least I mean, not yet anyways. I know it's late, and I'm kind of young to be here at all, but I came to see Mr. Yeager, and I read in Life magazine that he comes to fly in after work. Are you Miss Barnes? Miss Barnes? Aren't you a caution? Call me Pancho, sweetie. Everybody does. Now I'll ignore the fact that it's a school night. If you tell me what a half pint like yourself wants was grumpy old peckerwood like Chuck Yeager. Oh, Chuck Yeager! Gosh, Miss Poncho, he's the greatest pilot that's ever lived. And I figured to be a pilot myself, and well, geez, I guess it's like he's my hero. That's a fine jacket you got there, young captain. You mind telling me where you got it? It belonged to my dad. I know. He flew with you over Europe. Mom says he shot down 6 Nazi planes. She says his nickname was the Flying Martin on account of his name was Martin. I remember your daddy. He was a damn fine pilot, son. Your mom, you can be mighty proud of him. Now tell me, son, what can I do to help you? I want to show you something, sir. I think you like it. Ooh-wee, dang, son, this is one fine model you got here. Did you carve this yourself? Yes, sir, from the photos in Life magazine. I was kind of hoping that you could autograph it for me. Just make it out to Hal. Hal Jordan.
Oh, that's cool.
Halt.
This is so wholesome.
Now,
Yeah.
4 years later. Halt!
Gotham
Crazy
City.
bastard!
Dun, 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 dun,
Look out! The rail! And then we get some very much of a political affair. Washington declares war on the mystery men. And we find out our men died with a bunch of those cops because the rail broke.
They didn't. That was mentioned in the movie. Our men dead.
Yep, and of course this is happening after so many of the people had the unmasking and the McCarthy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
And also there was a fight between Superman and Batman. We later find out this was a stage fight.
Oh.
But yeah, the whole point, because Superman is working with the government here. A bit like a toady, but not really. Not as bad as Frank Miller did it. It's more the case of he's the officially sanctioned hero during this time.
Got it. I mean,
Does
this
that
was
make
a
sense?
Actually, it does, if you remember how the characterizations of Superman switched between the Golden Age, when he was more kind of a rough and tumble guy helping out the common man, to the more goody two shoes kind of
justice in the
American way, kind of super cop kind of hero he was.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of old
so it would make sense he would be more pro-government during the atomic age of the 50s.
You have that famous photo of him shooting a video camera at the nukes.
Right, but he was still, for everybody. You remember that famous splash page saying, if anybody disagrees with you, because of the way you look, the way you are, the way you came from, then it's simply un-American.
Right.
I think I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we see Task Force X, the original Task Force X.
The original Suicide Squad.
The original Suicide Squad, yeah.
There goes the Eiffel Tower.
Yep. This was back when they were just a bunch of special agents.
Yep.
Oh, come on.
Ace
and Hal in 53. So Hal made it.
Nice.
I think this is a sequence that was in the movie too.
Yep.
Where
are you, Big Daddy?
You know what? I think I may watch the movie after this. Not after this, but like later in the week.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you copy? Pull up. Bannon's torn my flaps and rudder to splinters. And Pappy, she hasn't got it in her. I think I gotta go. Suffering Susie. Gotta go. Punch it, Hal. Punch it. Outstanding. Although Airman Jordan had successfully ejected from his aircraft, he became unable to activate his chute. Regulation and good judgment side, I ask you that you consider my choice that day. I wish to state that no matter what the cost, I stand behind the action I took that moment. A sharp loop brought me over Jordan's tangent, confirming he was unable to act on his own behalf. There was only one way to open that chute. I had to pull the ripcord myself. And it would have taken luck for this to work. Of course I missed him. But sure enough, he got it. And Miss Lois Lane. I gotta say, Miss Lane, you're the only person I know who can find fresh fruit in a place like this. And a place like this. Jimmy, please. I'm the only woman within 100 miles. These GIs would give me anything in the camp for 10 minutes worth of chit-chat or a mention in one of my articles. I cannot wait to get to a clean hotel and have a good soak. Speaking of that, we're all packed. Shouldn't we join the column? You just don't and get it, do you, Olsen? How can a teenager smart enough to fake press ID and scam passage on a transport to get over here be so dumb about the feminine mystique? It applies to more than oranges, kiddo. Hey, Steve. Thanks for the lift. Meet boy stowaway Jimmy Olsen. So Jimmy snuck his way on board. No problemo, Lois. Sawal just and hasn't been the same since you came to the front. Well, step on it, flying boy. First round's on me.
I'm a stowaway.
Yep, but yeah, now this is during the Korean stuff, and this leads to him landing on a guy and leading to a scuffle going on. As we see Lois and Jimmy flying on over until they find he knocked the guy out and pop the flare.
Oh.
But then guy gets up, leading to a fight, and well, those damn Reds and don't know the war is over. Hey kid, pass me 2 hand grenades from the crate at your feet. Lois, be a dear and open that door for me, will ya? Is this wise? It's a bloody shame we have to do this. And please stop.
Yeah, I remember that sequence.
Yeah, and then thanks to Lois, they get hell out of there. But he is completely
traumatized.
Yep. Yeah, he was trying to tell the guy it's over, but the guy wasn't listening.
Yeah.
That's why he's still speaking in Korean, saying like, huh? It's Korean. He said it's over. It's over. Make war no more. Poor
interesting in the movie, Hal Jordan is played by David Borealis, the guy who played Booth in the series Bones.
All right.
Yeah. David Borealis. Wasn't he also Angel?
He was in a lot of cop movies, cop shows too.
I know he's been in other stuff, but I remember the name. Wasn't he also Leon in Kingdom Hearts in the first game? Let me look it up real quick.
But that was the first issue.
Wait, Borealis or Borneas?
Borealis. Like they made a joke about it in Family Guy.
And I'm thinking of the wrong dude. Wait,
so what did you guys think of that start?
It was a good start. Very interesting. I was expecting.
What?
No, I thought it would be like a little longer.
Oh, well, dude, that was only the first issue.
Right. Like a lot of the extra stuff, I guess.
No, wait, he was in Bones. So we are thinking of the same dude.
Yeah.
It's Boreas, not Borealis.
Oh, because I thought it was pronounced that way because I know they did a joke about it in Family Guy.
Oh, well, I don't see
there's the Aurora Borealis, and there's David Borealis. And it's like his face is in Borealis.
Well, remember, Peter, Chris, or any of the other idiots have been known to botch last names. Like I remember Peter in the Confederate when he moved down south, and after the Civil War reenactment, he said, "I'm saying that drunkard kicked your tattletales right past the Donna Dixon line." It's like, it's Mason Dixon line. You don't.
Yeah.
Let's continue on, shall we?
Yes, sure. Next issue.
Yep, as now Gods and Monsters, Chapter 4. Basically, there's 2 chapters in each book.
Okay. How many books are there again? 6? Or
6 plus the special.
Plus the special. Got it. Nice observatory.
Oh, yep. But yeah, this is when Martian Manhunter had shown up.
Yes.
Yep. And just look at that. Isn't that chilling?
He looks like Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. But it's kind of weird seeing that after we just premiered the Marvel the Martian crossover.
Superman, Wonder Woman, each suffering for Indochina. My God, what kind of people are these? This isn't war. It's butchery.
Yeah, it's butchery.
Yeah.
What? Oh wait, I remember this part of the movie where they go into the house.
No,
he goes in and there's all the ladies.
Yep. Yeah. I suppose it was just a matter of time before they sent you. You've got a lot of explaining to do. For once in your life, Cal, why don't you just relax a bit? Come, join the celebration.
Yep, I remember this moment.
Tell them they'd be wasting their bullets. Don't judge them, Cal. They're a little nervous around men. Stand down, ladies. This is the mighty Superman. He won't hurt you. Diana, what's going on here? What happened to those men by the river? You haven't reported in for over 2 weeks. Washington wants an explanation. You could tell them I'm over here winning the hearts and minds of the disenfranchised. Did they tell you why I'm here, Cal? I've been sent to Cambodia to retrieve a crashed C-47 transport that had an American crew. This, of course, never officially happened because there aren't any Americans over here. and I'm only involved in humanitarian effort. On our way back to LAO5 and Laos, I noticed a small camp in the mouth of the river. It was a rebel base territory that had belonged to the South last month. But what made my blood rage was the tiger cages. I saw in the paddy like a good soldier. I completed my mission. That evening, I returned to the camp. I didn't hurt them. I simply disarmed them. And then I opened the tiger cages. These women have been living in this for weeks. Nothing more than animals, sexual cattle. They stood in silence, facing their tormentors. I had placed the weapons in the clearing. The choice was theirs. These women did that, and you stood by and watched? Diana, how could you? These women have reclaimed their home and their dignity. I've chosen to train them to survive the coming war. Surely you see the virtue in that. You're supposed to set an example, but to allow cold-blooded murder and then to celebrate? What? Hand them a smile and a box of flags? Their families, their mates, their children were murdered before their eyes. This is civil war. I've given them their freedom and a chance for justice. The American way. I'm going to have to report this to the Undersecretary. What you've done is a strict violation of our protocol. Of course, Cal. The rules are the rules. We can't get involved unless it's some dirty act of sabotage that our government sanctions. Take a good look around. There's no rules here, just suffering and madness. I want you to go back and tell your Undersecretary that. There's the door, spaceman. First time we ever had a Wonder Woman that's on Amazon, taller than Superman.
Yeah, I remember that.
Just barely.
They made like a big deal of making sure they kept that.
Mm-hmm.
Just slightly taller, but yes.
No, I liked it how in the actual animation in the film, she actually goes, they kept him to use. You know, I loved it seeing Lucy Lawless say that in the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. Lucy you said when they say, hey, why don't we get Lucy Lawless? Duh, we could have had a V8. Why couldn't Wonder Woman be voiced by Xena Warrior Princess?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that. There's the door, spaceman.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh yeah, and the famous bit of him watching, like there are principles. If you don't like them, then I have others. Tonight's show will return after a word from the Hotspot Soda Pop. You can't get enough Hotspot. You're despicable.
You're despicable. But that's a must. Dang, how the elephant got in my pajamas, I'll never know.
This concludes our broadcast day. Tonight, my camera fixes in a deadly ring of saboteurs. And finally, he created
his detective persona from
John Jones
from Detective Comics before he became a alien.
Yep. Then we get the voice of America as he talks a bit about everything. We see John has we're now in 1957. You see, it's moving along pretty good.
Oh yeah, I noticed that in the movie too. That they skipped time. They went decades.
Gotham City, 1957. Meanwhile, at Stately Wayne Manor. Well, not yet.
I remember the roof tracks that. No, you can't say that if it's actually Stately Wayne Manor.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
this is an awesome scene too.
Yeah, Batman fighting all these guys. John, the kid's on the cross. Get to the kid. John, where are you? Of course, he makes his way over there, but fire keeps him away for a moment.
Yikes.
John, for God's sake, John, get up. And Batman stops him, but then, I love it. That Slam Bradley was him.
Oh, the detective guy from Detective Comics, yeah.
And, but then, of course, no, stay away from me. Why don't you crawl back into your hole, freak? We'll call you next Halloween. Now look at that look on Batman. And we find out later, we get a good reason why Batman changed his look, but we'll get to that. It's okay, son. You're safe now. Some sort of book. It's locked. I can't open it. I'll bet there's a clue of some sort in these pages. The center. Without the center, there is no holding. Now in this case, they are just crazy and everything. There's no possessing him.
Yeah.
In other words, they're just a cult.
Yep. Oh, but then we have Wildcat against Clay, as in Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Oh my! I'm the greatest Wildcat. Can't
he nails the champ with an explosive right hook. What a fight, ladies and gentlemen! Who'd have sunk?
I'm thinking about the Brave and the Bold. Everybody's got the superpowers now. In my day, all you needed was a glass jaw, was a lantern jaw, and you're both your fists.
But now there's a moment where he's dreaming now, like 5, 6, 7, Hey, huh? Was it, ladies? Unbelievable sport fan. Wildcat Grand is saved by the bell.
Freaking Wildcat.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Brave and the Bold that introduced me to Wildcat.
Right.
Yeah, I just did that episode at The Outsiders, I believe.
And it was voiced by
Oh, look,
the Jewel
Selena and Dinah.
Nice.
Yep, that's Ollie. And then look, there's Ollie, Lois, and Bruce.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Ace and Hal.
Oh,
Well, wait, who's Ace again?
Ace is another one, a pilot.
that is
I get it.
hard
Ace,
ball.
pilot.
That's the guy. That's the guy who pulled his chute.
Got it.
But then, but yeah, the bell is going, and like, my God, Selena, Ted's finally lost his mind. Relax, Dinah. I believe that is what it's what Ted refers to as Plan B. And sure enough, he beats Muhammad Ali.
He has done the impossible, lady.
Well, to be fair, though, he's still the champion.
Howard Cosell. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Muhammad Ali has finally taken the sweet victory and the agony of defeat.
Fly me to the moon. But yeah, they're talking about everything. Bruce Wayne, is that you? Darling Blues, it's been ages. I'd like you to meet a true blue American hero, Colonel Rick Flag. Nice to meet you, Wayne. Pleasure's mine, Flag. And Carol. Oh, that's Carol.
Carol Ferris.
Yep. Yes, I know, darling, and Miss Ferris and Mr. Flag. So yeah, they're all beating up, and oh, yep, he's this cat's king. Hubba, hubba, hubba. But then we see Barry's on the phone with Iris, who was there for the match. And yeah, they've been proposed to her right by this point. But then I had him autograph a program for you. I can't wait to get back to. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very sorry to interrupt your evening festivities. But honestly, am I the only one who hated the talentless and Warbler? But yeah, he warns them like, Iris, honey, what is it? What's happening? Iris, where's that ring? Vroom!
Yes, Flash.
Yes.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
And leads to a fight with, he then gets everyone out of there. And then goes like, stop, make it fast. Everyone's watching, and he tells them there's a bomb. And like, they look like this. You choose choice, me or the city and everyone in it. So yeah, so they're all like, he's getting out of it. He's looking over the bombs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, where's 6? Until you realize there is no 6.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he gets up there, he phases through it and tackles him. And then reveals, about, that there wasn't a 6th one. But then his icer overloads and whoosh!
Whoa!
Oh, don't ever mess with my Iris.
Yeah, that was a good line, too.
Okay,
but then the bombs blow up and cause it
a snowstorm.
It snows in Vegas.
Yeah. That happens only once in a few times.
Yep. Meanwhile, we didn't see Hal looking over a bunch of these, planes and everything.
He was trying a little reckless there.
I can't get over that Flash guy. That was something, eh? Did you see that guy maneuver? What I wouldn't give to feel that speed. But again, Hal, he feels so off. He's having PTSD because of what happened at the end.
Well, at that point, the Korean War would be known as, what was it? Operational exhaustion. Sounds like something that would happen to your car. Sorry, it's an old George Carlin bit.
But yeah, but that's the thing, though. He's just so off because he never had to kill anyone before.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Until that moment.
That seemed interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's ready to head on out there, and well, that's the second issue.
Huh.
Oh, we're on third already. I thought that I've lost count already. I'm sorry.
Well, I think the first issue was a double size.
Oh,
maybe.
Yep, but then things are collapsing. This is the birth of the Challengers of the Unknown.
Ah, nice.
Mm-hmm.
The Men Who Fell to Earth.
Yep. Yeah, he's had nightmares about that night and everything, and he heads on out there. Meanwhile, we have this moment here. But Carol and Hal.
Nice.
But your flight record and Ace Morgan's recommendation are the real factors. So what do you think, Hal? Is Ferris the place for you? I can't mention anywhere I'd rather be, Miss Ferris. To the future. I'll confess, I'm kind of surprised that your dad is interviewing me. Not that I mind. It's just, well, I'm a what? A woman? My father trusts me to look after the day-to-day at Ferris. As far as I can see, if that's good enough for Carl Ferris, it should be good enough for an unemployed pilot looking for a ride. Actually, I was going to say you're a little young to run a major corporation. Oh, you're good, Flyboy. The girls in the steno pool, had better watch out. Now, if you're done trying to make me, have we got a deal? Deal. You report for training and security clearance in 2 weeks. Let's celebrate. Waiter some champagne. Look, Hal, don't get your hopes up. I don't make it a habit to get involved with my employees, and I certainly don't spend my nights drinking with them. That's a prudent admiral position, Carrots. Fortunately, I don't start work for 2 more weeks. 2 glasses.
Yep, I remember that moment.
Yeah,
Make that 2. Make that 2. Like seriously, his artwork with women is beautiful.
I think a lot of DC animated women looked awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado.
But yeah, they still meet up. All the challengers meet up again because they've been having that same dream again. They can't get it out of their heads. So basically, they feel the need of trying to do stuff to deal with the unknown. Meanwhile, in Knoxville, Tennessee, we see a black man get up. He had been attacked, but survived.
Oh, I think
Meanwhile, in New York, what?
No, I think is that John Henry?
Yep. Not John Henry Irons.
Yeah.
What are you eating, by the way? Marshmallows?
Marshmallows.
Those, at least put them on a Hershey and go take in a gram and put them in the microwave.
Oh yeah, that's a great combination.
S'mores.
I don't care what the chef and the menu says.
The dinosaurs.
The chef and what?
The menu.
Chef and the menu.
That movie.
Never saw it.
Oh, it's pretty deep, dark. And he makes a comment about s'mores, like an assault on the palate. Like, screw you, man. It's good.
But anyway, as I was saying, the Blackhawks are being attacked by the dinosaurs.
Uh-oh. Ew,
Yep.
blood.
Oh, boom!
New York City. I thought this place didn't live in the DC universe.
No, it does. New York always existed. It was just, and it's always existed.
All the United States exist. It's just there's so many fictional cities. Originally, Batman was in New York until they created Gotham.
Yeah.
I looked back on the old Golden Age comics. Apparently, also instead of Metropolis, Superman was in Cleveland along with the Planet, or the Daily Star, rather.
But anyway, we see John Henry's hammering at making a big hammer.
Clang, clang.
So wait, he's using a hammer to forge a sledgehammer.
Can't believe I'm working my hammer for a hammer.
Okay, I'm mixing up my companies because I'm hearing I Am Iron Man from the second season of that.
I'm actually thinking of the John Henry short that Disney did.
Mm-hmm.
John Henry.
Yeah, I remember that
John
short.
Henry.
Good call.
But yeah, Jordan, that's a Roger, Colonel. I'm Colonel Flagg. So they head on over there as he's getting ready to do some practicing for
NASA, I think.
training for astronaut training.
Yeah. He wanted to be an astronaut.
Yep. So yeah, he's actually doing really good at it all.
Nice.
There's no Hal here. It's just spam and can.
The spam in a can. What do you say, Dr. Grace? Should our boys zip up for more? 6 trips are 2 more than anyone else has made. So basically, it seems like he's perfectly ready to go out into space, but he's still unsure. Everyone else feels he's good to go.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we find out that a bunch of the Blackhawks actually survived their crash.
Good.
Oh, but then also while testing some of the nukes, boom!
Whoa.
Right.
Yep, but turns out Flagg has buried more men than anyone else but Stalin. But in his mind, he's saying that under his command. But yeah, back in Tennessee,
you know what?
Yep. But look at that, 2 sledgehammers.
Yeah, it's like Casey Jones with 2 baseball bats.
Yep, but then there's a bit I love. We have John Jones going into the movie theater. We see, the Flesher Superman!
Yeah, he's not human.
But we also find out about the Challengers of the
Wait, then
Unknown.
a lot of those Flesher cartoons revealed his identity. So what the hell?
Well,
What's
to be
happening
fair,
there?
though, smart people think it's a fictional interpretation.
True enough. Those are great cartoons. They hold up. The animation
Yeah.
holds up ridiculous. Yeah, Rob actually. I talk a lot about Disney and Warner Brothers, but Rob loves Flesher cartoons, and I forget how good Flesher is, especially the Popeye cartoons.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyway, we find out that the Challenger of the Unknown, which we saw earlier, have actually made quite a name for themselves.
Nice. They were the Fantastic Four before the Four were invented.
Yep. But now we then have the bit where John is watching one of these the B movies. Everyone else is taking it seriously, but he thinks it's a comedy. The problem with this comedy,
what people would be 5 years from now when they looked at how schlocky these alien movies would be.
Yep. I had hoped the feature movie would help me understand what humans know about Mars. American know-how? Is there not some research process for a film such as this? Not yet, John. And that's supposed to be a Martian. It looks like a big green potato. For God's sakes, I could see strings holding it up. It isn't long before I begin to realize it must be a comedy. I mean, really, the props and sets are so cheaply made, the dialogue so banal, it must be on purpose. The problem with this comedy is I seem to be the only one who thinks it's funny. So, did you enjoy your movie? How'd you get in here? Cut the pretense. Don't you mean, why didn't I sense his presence? Why can't I read his mind? That's my secret. And tonight, I'm here to talk about yours. And this will go hard for you, Vigilante. I'm not some rookie. Stodiac, Mr. Jones. So yeah, basically he's calling him out, mentioning how, all the stuff going on. I concur. Our weekly reports reflect the truths of your deductions. The obvious course of action would be to discover the source of this psychic stem. What is that? I took this off the leader of that mob at the church. So basically, while there isn't some sentient mind with the center, it is driving people insane, but it's doing it mindlessly.
Yeah.
So it's a presence.
Oh, yeah, here's the bit you love.
It
took a $70,000 sliver of meteor to stop the one in Metropolis.
With you,
all I need is a penny for a book of matches. I love that. One second.
Okay. And yeah, my mouth is getting dry again.
1 second.
Brought to you by Pepsi Cola, made with real sugar, except no substitute.
Yeah, around Passover, so those bottles will be around more frequent.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right. The bottles like you see in Back to the Future.
But yeah, but anyway,
Pepsi, pal, you got to pay for it.
Wonder Woman is getting a medal, but it's starting to shut her up.
Ooh.
Like, thank you, my fellow citizen. My heart is filled with joy today to be American. I can hear no greater honor. But this appointment is also a sacred responsibility. I want to talk today about our future. Basically, they're about to go on like, thank you, my dear. Stirring thoughts indeed. Folks, we are running short of time. I see that's supposed to be Nixon.
Suck it to me.
Please, enjoy this. No, actually, no, I don't. That can't be Nixon.
No, isn't this Eisenhower's era?
Yeah, so, wait. Let me check something.
What year was this again? Hold on.
I think this is still Eisenhower.
Take a look at how long he was president.
Wait, Nixon was his VP.
Oh, he was oh, wow, that makes sense actually.
It must be Eisenhower behind Wonder Woman.
Right.
But yeah.
I know.
Folks, we are running short of time. But please enjoy the afternoon celebration. Notice he cut her off.
Right. So, no, wait, if I remember correctly, yeah, he was VP. He was on he did talk a little bit on the old Tonight Show, because I remember by the 60s, Ronald Reagan was governor or senator of California by that point. by the late 60s.
One second.
Lovely afternoon, Diana. Yes, sir, General.
Yep. Oh, but again, look at Carol. Smoking away, apparently.
She looks like she reminds me of Brooke Shields in a few commercials. You know, the commercial where she's dressed like that, but then comes out and eats lettuce out of a patch.
But yeah, they make their way down there because they're getting ready to do one of the first prototype space flights.
Nice.
Welcome to the real Ferris aircraft.
Suffering Susie.
Yep.
You gotta love the 50s dialect.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, basically they're working with John and with Faraday, King Faraday. So they want to go up to Mars.
Mars. And we said we would go to Mars. How you prepare is up to you. Yeah, join us at U.S. Space Camp. Space Camp. It's all yours if you could do it. From Family Double Dare.
But yeah, again, I just love so much of this. Just look, they're talking a bit about, like Sputnik and everything. The first dog in space.
Right. 2 words. Sputnik.
I know. But yeah, and again, so much information, but they show that they did find there is evidence about what ended up being, Martian Manhunter.
Right.
This is just great. I came here to fly jets, and I'm stuck with a bunch of crash test dummies test the equipment. Some NASA glory boys are going to use it to get into space. Count me out.
Oof.
Pull your head out of your ass, Jordan. You're not going anywhere. I read your file. I know what you want, your fears, your dreams. You've got some kind of guilt problem over a gook you greased. You've got something to prove to the world, to yourself. You've been banging your sick head against the wall for 3 years now, looking for that thing, that missing light. And all that. So, in other words, we're going to Mars.
Hmm?
But yeah, John and then soon finds a medallion, uses it to open the book, and he finds a bit from the Vikings who actually reveal a lot about the plant and that island. And about the center.
That was a giant turtle right there.
Well, yeah, a prehistoric turtle.
Oh, so that's where Gamera came from.
Well, to be fair,
he is for the children.
Gamera!
Gamma Rose, really neat. Gamma Rose made a beat. We were all eating Gamma. I've watched Mr. Science Theater too many times in those movies. I got them all on DVD. I'll be picking up the Heisei era very soon. And Rob's request.
Yeah, we see a bit where it looks like Flash is going after Gorilla Grodd, but it was a fake Grodd.
Chapter 8. Government.
Yep.
Go back 1 page, please.
Government issues.
There you go.
Yeah, that's when they started.
Yeah. Fastest man alive. You're about to become government property. Swifty. We got a nice cell picked out for you beside Rex Tyler. I won't lie to you. This is going to hurt quite a bit. Attacks the spinal cord. Synthesized paralysis. But you'll live. Why?
And then you vibrate.
Yep. And basically this shakes him up. He now feels like he's afraid that he can't be a hero. Meanwhile,
City, 1959.
Yep. What did I tell you, Carol? Aren't this year's models something else? You better be talking about the cars, Flyboy. Of course, Miss Carol. Yours is the only undercarriage for me. My, aren't you the sweet talker? So tell me.
Do you come with the car?
Do you come with the car? Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so they're making their way over there. We see a bit more with Ace with his wife June, and they're just looking over all the cars. Meanwhile, modern day John Henry is John Jones is still just Rosa Parks.
It's where? Oh, there it is.
Hey John, we got one for you. No doubt, Johnny boy. This guy is the one we want. Basically, you're the boss. The boss, for God's sakes, I promise I won't say a thing. I just want to go far away, see? See? Basically, you're going to kill me, aren't you? Please don't hurt me. I just want to get away. Please, Mr. Leiter, try to calm down. So basically, this is one of the guys who's worked for Faraday, and he got away. Just rambling about his stuff, and then Faraday shows up, actually. You gave us quite a scare, Harry. Isn't that right, Marie? We have been most worried, Harry. Keep away from me! Don't be such a big baby. You can't just run away and start shooting policemen. Please, Mr. Jones, don't let them take me! Oh, boy. So it's like those government, stooge stuff.
Yeah.
And, But yeah, then of course, once they shake hands, he ended up sensing a lot he could about Faraday, a rocket to Mars.
That's why I found
Meanwhile,
out
they're
about the rocket.
what? Yep.
Operation Flying Cloud.
But then as they're going through a simulation, to hell, shut her down. Jeez, Flag, relax. Will someone tell me what the hemp is going on in there? I've had it with your showboating, Jordan. Clear out your locker. You're scrubbed from this mission as of now. Because basically, Hal is trying to showboat.
Yeah, that's Hal.
Because he's the type of guy who will push it to their limits. I'm sorry, Carol, but I don't care if he's Chuck Yeager, Orville Wright, and Amelia Earhart all rolled into one. He's off the keen. This is not for discussion. Colonel Flag, this is Ferris' operation, and if Ferris will decide what's right for the mission. Don't be naive, Carol. The Air Force will decide what's right or wrong for this mission. Jordan can work the control center. We move forward, and we do it now. There's nothing you or your smart-ass boyfriend could do about it. I'm sorry if this is a rough day, Carol. One day you'll see it's for the best. Carol, Chung.
Awkward.
Meanwhile, though, John Henry had a bad night, and he is beaten, battered, collapses. Young woman finds him. Please, child, please help me hide. He's here! He's here, Thee! It's over here!
That's just...
jeez.
Good evening, and welcome to another edition of The Big Picture. Tonight, we bring a shocking story of murderous persecution. One man's struggle against the forces of tyranny. Try to imagine living in a place where an unknown group of terrorists dictate right and wrong. These local warlords operate with impunity and at times are supported by the local government. If you were to fall out of their favor, when they and they alone will decide your fate. Imagine living in a place where innocent people are dragged from their beds in the night, where women and children are killed as easily as the men who oppose these terrorists. 3 nights ago in this lawless land I speak of, these terrorists caught up with a man they've been hunting for months. He was a man they feared greatly because he had stood against their fascist rule. His followers had begun to see him as a symbol of hope. He was beaten and humiliated, then hung from a post in the town square and burned alive. What godless land allows this, you ask? Communist Russia, Red China, perhaps Turkey? It happened here in America. Tennessee, to be precise. The man they killed was named John Wilson. The reason you never heard about it is because John Wilson is black. The fight against communism goes on unabated. America carries the fight for freedom to the 4 corners of the world, and yet it's unable to guarantee basic civil liberties and safety to millions of its own people. John Wilson was a veteran of the Korean War, where he fought with distinction. Upon his discharge, he took work at a local machine shop and settled down. This is the only photograph we could find of John Wilson. He's shown here with his young bride Lucille and their baby girl Loretta. This is the only known photograph of John Henry, the vigilante that surfaced shortly after the Wilsons' killings. During a 3-month period, he became the scourge of the Ku Klux Klan in Tennessee, wounding dozens of Klan members and killing 2. Despite the extensive burns, post-mortem examination established that John Henry was indeed John Wilson. On the night of March 17th, John Wilson's home was burned to the ground. His young bride and daughter were killed in the blaze, and local police asserted that Wilson had committed the crimes and run off. Local testimony regarding sites of the Ku Klux Klan that evening were discounted as darky lies. I assure you that that's a direct quote from the police report. Black or white, John Wilson was an American. He fought for his country. He worked hard and never spent as much as a minute in jail. He went to church every Sunday. In return, his family was murdered and his life was stripped away from him. When he rose up and fought these enemies of freedom, he was hunted, captured, and burned to death. Tonight, my final thought is this. How can America hope to preserve freedom around the world when she can't even guarantee it to millions of her own children? Holy moly, this is pure rugged. Can you imagine being burned to death? Sweet mercy, that can't be true. Get a little detector, do right. Hit me again, Jimmy. That man was a hero, a freedom fighter, a symbol of hope and right and resistance. Jesus, you're maudlin, but you're right. That John Henry was one hell of a man. I figured he had to know the price of the stand he took. This is America, not some sugar-coated utopia. Tell me, Slam, what do you think they do if they found any one of those aliens they're always talking about? Geez, John, what am I, a mind reader? Seriously, that was a powerful sequence, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a shame they only had like a short moment and then flash erupted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
in the movie. But here, though, it gave all. It was worse.
There was a lot of smoking going on around here. I've
Well,
noticed.
dude,
But
it's back then.
This was back then when people thought smoking was good for you. When doctors recommended it.
Well, even in the 50s, certain families did know the truth and they tried to convince themselves to
Yeah.
stop.
Unfortunately, because the cigarettes were that powerful back then.
My mom said most people don't know this, but nicotine is supposedly more addictive than heroin. And yet, heroin is. Unfortunately, heroin's the most dangerous drugs because that kills a person quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Not to get on social commentary, folks. I'll leave the comic for that. But never mind commentary.
Yep. Oh, yeah. We see that in Superman, like, Diana, come fly with me, Cal. You know you're not permitted on the island. Lovely day, isn't it, Cal? Diana, I need to know why you left. It can't just be that because of the oath Nixon at the press conference. Why did you retire? Open your eyes, Cal. I didn't retire. I was forced out because of my belief. But Diana, why would they do that? You're a champion of the people. Yes, so they bought me off with a medal and sent me on holiday. Because what if I just say what I have to say doesn't line up with their agenda? They don't want me if they can't use me. That's not the America I fought for. My America, our America is an ideal, not an administration. During World War II, we knew we were right. And we've always just assumed we were right ever since. Cal, your real power lies not in your strengths, but in your values and compassionate spirit. That is what America needs now, not another administration. It needs a leader. Okay, now this is how you do politics.
Huh.
Would you agree with that?
That was good. Oh, yeah, that was a good line.
Well, I'm a leader, not a follower.
Mm-hmm. No, but then Flash shows up and basically says that, brings up about Jay Garrick and then says that he's done all he could to help, but they set a trap for him still. So he's going to retire. All this and what happened to John Henry's made John Jones decide he's going to leave.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, God blazes, what compels you to? Oh, never mind. We need to talk. Excuse us, Jim. I have to go. Business and go away. Sudden business come up. So we should touch base. I mean, did you have any luck with that situation we discussed? The medallion was actually a key that opened the book. The book is some form of journal. Explains it all to him. They're all, Batman, he's like that. It could be maddening. Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm. They've captured Adam Strange. They find the pterodactyl and all that. Meanwhile, we're about to see some of them. Our Flag and some of the others are going to go out, and Jess Bride and Karen Grace are all going to go up they're rocketing into the moon and the Mars. Yep. Now, of course, Hal's staying behind as they're all ready to head up. Now, there's a moment where John is making his way in there. You see him?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
But then Faraday about to stop him, gets knocked out, and John sacrifices getting on board so he can get Faraday out of there. Rocket takes off. Of course, John is now captured.
Yeah.
But as they're taking off, something went wrong with the ship. It seems, basically, Jess Bright, the guy who sent up there instead of Hal, couldn't take it. He cracked up and tried to destroy the rocket.
No.
So, yeah, they realized they can't do anything because apparently there were nukes on board that ship.
What?
Yeah, I remember that.
Because in case there were enemies on Mars.
Sabotage.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, unfortunately, though, then, they're heading on up there. Meanwhile, Superman's fighting a giant robot, so he can't do anything about it. You have the Challenger they're trying to get over there, but they can't. They try to blow it up. Unfortunately, those things are going. Things are just going wrong. They can't do anything about it. Ship's about to burn. Come in. So we see Flag and June. Remember thinking about the life that could have been as they detonate the explosives.
Whoa.
Yep.
Oh.
Aww.
That's what happened in the difference.
Yeah. And those are the other members. Those are the other members that got out there. What? Those aren't these two. Those are the challengers.
All right.
Yeah, they went up with the explosion. Faraday, he's blaming himself. Meanwhile, we got Pie Face.
Hey, watch it,
Pie
dude. You'll get
face.
demonetized for that.
Well, that's what he was called back then.
Mm-hmm.
I know. What's his real name again?
Tom. I forget his last name.
Oh, for God's sake!
I remember in the movie he just called Pie Guy because he likes Eskimo pie.
But yeah, but then Hal went to the simulator just to chill out. All right, Hal, now what have you done?
Huh?
Well, let's just say a ring found him.
Yes.
That was another favorite part of that.
I've been fighting for the Green Lantern ring.
Mm-hmm.
How many of those marshmallows are you eating, lad? Dude, seriously, how many marshmallows have you eaten? It's like me with potato chips or Cheetos.
Sorry.
Once I take, I don't want a stomach. You gotta get in the stomach.
Dude, I'm fine. But yeah, so Hal calls in there. Basically, the stuff was Abensur just happened as he's reminiscing about it. He buries Abensur, and then we find out about the whole, what explains about the ring, that the Guardians will come to him eventually.
Mm-hmm. God's creation.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that shot.
I'm funny. I mean, fly!
Of course, that's the first thing he does. Fly.
Yep.
I kind of like that they saved it for the last part.
Yep.
In the movie.
Well, if it's about right, this will be about that point. I can move
mountains.
Like Suffering Susie.
Again with Suffering Susie. I feel like I'm watching Leave It to Beaver now.
Well, he's not Suffering Succotash.
Yep. Ring protection. Did I really do that? So yeah, they meet up with Professor Haley among other people as they're working on everything. Come on, Lois, I'll show you what we do for excitement.
Let's go. Ray Palmer.
I think so.
Who?
Ray Palmer, the Atom.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember he was in the movie too.
Yep.
No, I know. I heard Palmer. I didn't hear Ray. I know. I remember him being the Atom.
But yeah, Superman is looking through the footage about the center, about all this stuff, and how it's an alien rock that landed and kept a lot of the dinosaurs alive there.
Oh.
There he is. Hello there. You must be Robin. Yep, I hear you're quite a crime buster. Wow, you really do know him. Hi, Superman. All right, son. Now give us a moment. We have to talk. Did you get that microfilm I sent you? I did. Incredibly disturbing material. It lines up with dozens of stories we've run over the years in the last year.
In the planet over the years.
Yeah, sorry. The children's story.
Over the year.
Oh, yeah. And that was one thing they actually emphasized. There was one of them was a children's story. The author killed himself. It was supposed to be a take on Dr. Seuss.
Oh, so that's where that came from.
Yeah, and in the anime movie, you see it actually after he draws it.
He draws it and he pulls the gun and bam.
Wait a minute, Seuss didn't.
No, I know. It's supposed to be an XP of Seuss. Because his name is Smeasel instead of Geisel.
Oh, right. I guess Seuss lived long enough to.
No, I don't know. I know. But it's just
that book that everybody at graduation gets.
Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be. There are places to explore. I said, oh, the places you'll go.
Okay, back to the story.
Yep. But yeah, and then of course they ask about the changing outfit. He didn't seek out to scare children.
Yeah, I remember that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing you, Clark.
But then, all of a sudden, Paradise Island is having the center come towards them. We see Faraday's actually bonding with Martian Manhunter. What? Yeah, in chess.
Yeah.
Then they find the remains of one of the dinosaurs. No, they come over there to Cape Canaveral. One of the dinosaurs is there. Now look at Jimmy. Look how far he's come.
Yeah.
Nice.
From being a stowaway to being a young man.
That's my boy.
Hey, geez, geez, Rocky, he's Superman. So they stop the creature. We see Aquaman underwater.
I was wondering where Aquaman. Let's get all the sharks and squid.
Mm-hmm.
And whales.
Yep. So yeah, they tie up that creature. But, look at it with Diana.
Oh.
invisible, and her plane's invisible. She's hurt. She crashes, and
I remember this part of the movie.
Diana, haven't flown this thing in years. Guess I'm a little rusty. Medic. So yeah, so they're. But yeah, now they're being attacked. Lois is in danger as everything's going to hell as the center has shown up.
Yeah.
And then there's.
But yeah, Barry's wondering about should he go in, and Iris reveals she's known. You're no quitter. You're my hero.
Aww.
Oh look, Savage, Vandal Savage.
All right.
But yeah, so they're deciding to go up and help them. I love this. True, and I could take a friendly appearance and be more like the hero Superman. Suit yourself. A real men wear pants, you know. How about this? Now you're talking. Give me a sec here. But I love that. It's cool. But real men wear pants.
Yeah, that was a funny line.
Yeah, but yeah, all of them are flying. The Blackhawks and everyone. Hal is wondering what should he do. And then they find out with Hal, like, Hal Jordan, you low down son of a bitch. Like, where the hell have you been? And where the hell is my simulator? And where the hell do you think you're going with my prototype? Carol, I really don't have time to explain. You'll have to trust me. Trust you. Trust you. That's all I ever done is trust you, Hal. And what do I get? You screw up the mission. You disappear for a day and a half after destroying the simulator room. And now with that thing down in Florida, you're just going to run away. Oh, my God. That's it, isn't it? You're going down there. Hal the pacifist is going down there to get killed by that thing. What would you have me do? Do you really think I'm a coward as well? Just tell me something, little Miss Rich Bitch. Did you ever stop this thing that I simply didn't believe that what we did in Korea was worth killing over? Fire in the hole. But Korea forced me to find out what would make me kill. Survival. I would kill to survive. Today on the television, when I saw it, well, I could feel it inside my head. We have to kill this thing if we're to survive. I'll be seeing you, Carol. Hal, wait. I know you're not a coward. Just think this through. Maybe you should call Athan, and what? He can be my dad and think of for me? Either way, it wouldn't matter. I'm sure he's already at the Cape. Aren't you at least going to say goodbye? Don't you? You? Oh.
There you go.
Love you, Carol.
The
Boy Scouts last. It's on its way here, Cal. I had to warn you. It's too big to stop alone. To defeat this, you have to come together for all the greater good. It is you that must lead them, Cal. There's the door, spaceman. Oh, you see a Captain Atom? Who eventually become... Oh, but everyone's arguing.
Damn.
Whoa.
Now that I have your
attention. I have your attention. Good. This is going to stop here and now. Basically, then he's ready to give a big, rousing speech to everyone.
Yeah, that was a great speech.
They even meet Martian Mender. All of you, listen to me. I'm going to fly out and recon this thing. See if there's any chance of communicating with it. But I'm not optimistic. We all feel its ominous presence in our very mind. Whatever this thing is, it can't defeat us. There are too many people depending on us. It's up to us to stop it, whatever it takes. Who's with me? Flies over, gets tackled, and then...
He went down hard.
Last issue, a regular issue.
Okay, cool. Wait, can I go to the bathroom first? I've been holding it in.
But yeah, then
did you hear what I just
said?
said?
Repeat it. Sorry, repeat it.
I said, may I use the bathroom real quick?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll just be a second, folks.
All right.
Or a minute, no more than a minute. Actually.
All right.
Sorry.
No worries.
The artwork cover is pretty awesome.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Are you ready? Let's continue.
You guys talked amongst yourselves, right? You didn't
Nope,
just
not that
silence.
much.
Okay. If you were
I
sending
just
in
mentioned
silence,
the
this
art.
would have been a boring video. What?
I just mentioned the cover of the art cover.
Mhm.
Okay. Wait, is that Dr. Fate down there?
Yep, and Inspector.
Nice.
As they also meet up with Phantom Stranger, Zatanna, and Billy Batson.
Interesting.
Basically, they're staying away from everything until humanity can decide for itself how they deal with the center.
Got it.
Oh, I love this. Stop wolfing your ice cream, Billy. Yes, Miss Zatanna. But yeah, so with Superman, with Lois, she trying to explain everything, but eventually cannot let our enormous sense of luck. God damn it! I just love
commercial.
That. Yep, and I love also the grieving woman's mooning over her lost hero. Looks like it's time for a little sympathy, and a little of the old sympathy tactic. Rocky Davis, ladies' man. What an ass! Don't you know anything about women? She loved him, you idiot. She loved him. Now look at Jimmy. He's a real man now.
Yeah.
Not just a stowaway kid. Well, yeah, Adam Strange was let out of Arkham because it turned out he knew about the center coming.
Lex
and Wayne Enterprise is trying to. Bruce is trying to help out because he wasn't there in the final battle originally. They added him in the movie.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, they're trying to route everything.
That's the moment where he brought in Ray Palmer.
Yep. But yeah, they're all. Yeah, but it's Adam that brings Ray Palmer in.
Oh.
Yep. They try to get everything going. Like, some night, look, Flash. That's thing in Central City between us. No far feelings, eh? None at all. Ha!
Green Arrow. That's it.
Punch.
Dig, Ollie. That's it. That's the only scene I'm in the costume.
Yep. And then when they find out the Adam,
he was only. Yeah, he didn't
I just came by driving a dig after 3 hours of traffic. Granted, it was in the Arrow car, but this is manure.
Right. But anyway, they find out about the atom science and how it could actually shrink it down. They realize that's exactly what we need to stop the center.
Nice pipes.
Yep. But yeah, so they realize their plan is they try to get a bomb in there, then shrink it down and then blow it up.
In the movie, they said that the shrinking tech was unstable.
Well, it is. It is unstable.
Yeah, that's what
they show it right there. It's the orange cannot maintain its integrity. So basically, yeah. And then Hal is going to be the one who's going to fly in there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Nice. Now that's a spread shot.
The right stuff. It's like the right stuff.
Yeah.
Or Armageddon.
Why you got spinning his parrot? Why are you in slow motion? Yeah, dramatic effect.
But yeah, they're
why
right.
It's so slow. That's why.
Oh, but it turns out the dinosaur on the planet bursts out a bunch of little ones.
Yeah. The one-eyed Cyclops thing.
Yep, but yeah, they're flying over there. They're blasting, shooting, distracting them. We have Green Arrow in the aeroplane. We have the Black Hawk.
That's the only vehicle that makes sense with the pun.
Yep, we see the Black Hawks are flying in. They head on in there. Wonder Woman gets better and joins in the fight, saving Jimmy.
Yes.
Martian Manhunter is starting to be overwhelmed by the center. So Faraday says, "Give it to me." To which it kills him.
Oh, so that's how he does.
And then John goes around and starts killing all of the dinos.
Yeah, he went on a murder spree.
Yep, Hal's making his way in there. Adam got caught up in one blast ahead of time, and thus he's going to be going to the future and become Captain Atom.
Oh.
But yeah, everything's going crazy. It's all trippy and everything. Hal's focusing on...
This is like the ending of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yep. Hal focusing on all of it. And then,
you think the color thing was on purpose?
Yeah.
Because of what came later on?
Right. But yeah, so Adam sets off the nuke. Everything's going crazy. Hal gets out of there. Flash runs around and starts shrinking it all down.
Yeah, because they had to be everywhere it was for the laser to work.
Yep, to do it all at once. Wonder Woman say then, last thing I see is an angel of mercy. And then, eventually also because the center was colored yellow originally. Now it ain't.
Oh.
All right, roger that.
Yellow.
Let's see what I can do. A mask? I'm Shy. Say hi to the Sea Rescue Boys for me. Sea Rescue Boys. Hey!
Yeah, that's funny. Sorry.
But yeah, then he flies up and, oh, look at this!
Yeah, that was an
Very
awesome scene.
Kirby-like.
I love it.
And there's the Guardians.
Yep. And then he flings into space where...
did like plenty of DC comics and draw them as well.
Right, but yeah, blew up. And then...
And Keith
I
did that
am
yell.
King Arcera. I come in peace. This one's been asking for a woman named Lois.
Hero.
Look at that.
It'll never feel this good again.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we get the big New Frontier speech from Kennedy as we see everything, and it perfectly fits up. Look,
Joker,
we got Joker, Lex, John Henry Irons, My Hero by Rick Flag Jr. Aww.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, but we still have the segregation going on.
Yeah. And there's Hal. Oh, and there's the Teen Titans.
Yep. Oh, look at this.
That is a great shot.
That was the cover for the...
And then Starro.
Yes, Justice League.
And that's where it ended.
Oh, it was dedicated to... I just saw it dedicated to Jack Kirby back there.
Yep, but we got one more to go with. The Justice League New Frontier special. A few just anthology story, but I love it. Open up with Rip Hunter. Hey, everyone. I'm Red Hunter, Time Master. Welcome to the New Frontier animated special. They asked me to explain to y'all just which world this takes place in continuity-wise. Mid-century America, people. The time of unbridled prosperity. Elvis, hula hoops, and raccoon skin hats. It's also the area of McCarthyism, lynchings, and atomic paranoia. And as for which world we're on, hundreds of years ago, they said the world was flat. Today, experts will try and tell you there are 52 worlds. The truth is there are infinite worlds out there, and every year dozens more spring to life. The scientific term...
Is that on purpose?
What?
52 worlds.
Well, at the time, it was limited to 52 by this point. And the state is fictional. Excuse me a sec. Gah! Got him. That creature was a parasite that ravaged the era. They called them aluminum siding salesmen. Anyway, my point is this. Who cares what world we're on? Let's just sit back and enjoy these untold tales from the last heroic age. Like I told Genghis Khan, let's just go with it and have some fun. Well, look at Hal! Huh?
Like, what?
What the?
But yeah, so we open up with in 1955, after what happened to Our Man. We then see a bit about Batman as Diana and Superman were told them about what they're going to supposed to, they want them to bring Batman in. Diana wants no part of it, of course.
Right. And
turns out the funny thing is, they're on board Wayne and Wayne's own personal yacht to discuss this.
Kind of ironic.
Awkward.
So of course Batman knows that they're coming after him.
Of course you will.
Oh, but I love this. Evening, sir. Evening, son. We got a visual on Bishop 6. Thank you for seeing me, sir. I realize Faraday speaks for you, but I'm having reservation about our operation. I'm not surprised. You feel some moral affinity to the vigilante, despite the fact that he's a federal criminal, true? Yes, sir. He acts outside the law, but all the evidence shows him as a force for good. Your empathy is admirable. It's a quality shared by all of our great leaders. But as leaders, they knew to put aside those feelings if they ran counter to the greater good. I suppose that's my problem. Is this really necessary for the greater good? This man seems to be doing the people of Gotham a great deal of good. Son, a city does not a nation make. This republic was built by men with the purpose and clarity to see the immediate comfort of a few. I simply cannot have an outlaw running loose in direct violation of a law I implemented. If it helps you, you can consider a presidential order. Very well, sir. I'll bring him in on my own. Wonderful. Now tell me, how are the folks of yours? Martha's back still acting up?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Selena!
Catwoman.
Oh, there she is.
But yeah, think fast, leading to, the Batmobile.
Boom.
They're fighting until the fight is meant to lead into the Batcave.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Alfred.
Yep, Alfred. Just look at this all.
You're going too fast for me to look at it.
Sorry.
Let me take. Let it sink into our spirits. Oof. That's a hard landing. Ouch.
It's dark.
Oh, slam!
Oh, slam! Dun, dun, dun.
Get up! I said, get up, you motherless alien! Motherless! Motherless! If I was any less a man, I swear. Go ahead, tough guy. Do it. That's enough. Great hero, look at you, ready to kill or die over something neither of you want. Both of you are better than this. Cal, when are you going to stop taking orders and learn to follow your heart? And you, my friend, they send him to catch you, and you respond by building a cage of your own? There must be a great tragedy behind such darkness. Don't you see? The three of us are all that's left. They want us to turn against each other. It's up to us to band together in the name of freedom. And what am I supposed to tell Faraday, the president? If you consider that, Diana, I have a plan to deal with that. You're asking me to trust a man with lead plates in his cowl to hide behind? For God's sake, he tried to kill me not 5 minutes ago. You make a good point. Perhaps this will help. Bruce Wayne, I'll be damned. All that time on your ship, no hard feelings. Bravo, Wayne. And Patton himself couldn't have done better. So this leads to the big fight between each other. And yeah, it was all staged.
Yeah.
But they were all doing this for the greater good.
The Trinity.
Now this one is just a nice little story
Robin.
Yep. Robin teaming up with Speedy among others. But it's meant to be a throwback to Grease and
I can tell.
Rebel
Without Cause and what was George Lucas's the George Lucas movie?
American Graffiti, you're thinking.
American Graffiti, yeah. Well, yeah, we have Kid Flash, basically the formation of the Titans.
Yes. Yes, look at this action. That's what you call a comic.
Yep. Oh, look at it. To the Titans, JFK.
My fellow Americans, I think these young people know what they're doing.
Now, this last one is more played for laughs than anything else,
yes,
with Wonder Woman and
Black
Canary. And basically, it's turning up the pro-feminism stuff a bit. Oh, look at this. They're in a one of those clubs.
Gentlemen's club.
Bruce Wayne, what are you doing here? Diana, I'm training a villain. Imagine the cat snuck into this horrible place. No choice but to follow him. Justice and all that, right? Whoops, there he goes. Better get after him. Good night, ladies. See what I mean? Playing it up for laughs.
Yeah, this scene is more cartoony.
Yep. But yeah, they stop a woman from getting the cake. They bust out, starts to fight a bunch of these guys. They try to burn her, the top. Let this burning breastplate serve notice to your villainy. Burning the bras. And then Gloria, as in the founder of Ms. Magazine.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I thought it was something else.
Yep, and we get some behind the scenes stuff, the designs and everything.
For the animated movie.
Yep, for the anime movie, including their original sequences, including the fact that Hal was originally there.
Oh.
It's all about explosive bolts.
So, yeah, that was New Frontier, guys. What did you think about all that?
It was good.
It was good.
You see why it's a classic?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Modern classic, yes.
Yes, a modern classic, and it's timeless. Even though it's set in the past, it's timeless.
Oh, sure. We could always study the past and it could still feel timeless. In fact, look back on things we've forgotten in the modern age and say, you know what, maybe we should go to a little bit of that again.
But again, the politics in here were actually good.
No, it all makes sense for the time period it's in. It works in a period piece as long as it wasn't overly preachy.
Definitely.
And it wasn't that preachy here.
No, they say a few things, but they don't overtake it because, again, they let the action that can speak louder than the words. Show, don't tell.
Exactly.
I'm happy. I'm glad they did. They didn't have to go this hard, but they did, and I like it.
Exactly. Again, the artwork, Darwyn Cooke's artwork, it's a shame we lost him.
It's a shame we lose too many legends. Oh, well.
Yeah.
But what did you like best about the story? Like, whose side story did you like best? I kind of like Martian Manhunter's the best.
Guys, his was good. Not my favorite, but it was good.
Green Lantern was very good too, but I like Martian Manhunter the best. What about you two?
I'll go with Hal on that one.
Yeah,
I
liked Hal too.
I liked Hal's build-up. I also liked how Superman kind of goes from my country to to following his heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And Diana, I loved how Diana was portrayed here. Again, it's the perfect. This is a centrist story, calling out both sides if need be, but not overly doing it. Would you agree with that? This was a centrist point of view.
Yes, I believe so.
Yes, it gave both. It gave both points without too much
Without
overtaking.
beating their heads
Taking
over it.
another. I thought take another. I like it.
Yeah,
Like
man.
it basically says there's a wrong here. Let's make it right.
Exactly. But you also understand where the other side's coming from. Like those who are still in the wrong, like Faraday, you understand why he's still in the wrong, and he feels this way. And you realize you're not the bad guy. You're making bad choices, but your actions are understandable. Still wrong, but
I don't know if the line was in the comic. I didn't get a chance to see it, but there's a line with Martian Manhunter and him, and goes, "I've read your mind, and I see that you believe that you believe that there will be a time where this isn't necessary."
Yeah,
knowing that
exactly.
Yes. I mean,
so even he made a few mistakes.
Like to paraphrase, sorry.
So go ahead.
No, to paraphrase a separate video, I mean, the situations are very understandable and relatable, and neither side is necessarily in the wrong. So yeah, you understand why you did it, and why they're doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if that day, it's like you're doing the right thing, but you're doing it at the wrong time.
Exactly. But yeah, and again, stuff like you can definitely tell where Cooke's politics lie. But he doesn't make everyone evil. Like Eisenhower, not a bad guy, even though his choices are like banning the heroes. You're like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like every president has his good. Even since Truman has good points and good points and bad points. Nixon had them. Jimmy Carter had them. The Clintons, the Bushes, Bushes. Everybody. Yeah.
But I think though the whole point of this though was, if you notice though, he definitely had Nixon be the one who cut off Diana, not Eisenhower, which I think tells you he probably respected Eisenhower more than Nixon.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What do you expect? Watergate ruined everything. Whatever reputation he thought he might have had.
That, and I bet you he probably felt Nixon would be the more likely to interrupt her than than Ike.
Yeah, Nixon had it. Nixon had his good. Did some good, but you can't. But he'll always be tarnished as the one who got impeached. Impeached on the grandest scale. Yeah, I don't remember this. You don't remember? Oh, the Republicans will love you.
Love you.
That was the first episode of Quantum Leap.
But yeah,
no, it's season 2 actually.
Right, but again, overall. This was an amazing, fantastic story. Perfectly emulated things. Obviously, you can't fit this in continuity anywhere. It's its own continuity, but
it's a very universe.
Yeah, and again, the stuff with Hal was really good. Stuff with him and Carol was very good. I just like that whole idea, especially the whole it's Hal the pacifist. Her mocking him like that, and he's saying, "I realized then what I would kill for. I would kill to survive."
Yeah, that's what you got to do in war, pretty much.
But that's why it shook him up, though. It shook him up when he had to kill that guy. It's like, why won't you stop? The war's over.
Yeah, this is what Garth Ennis does in a lot of his comics. It's like, are you willing to?
When it's not the boys. When it's not the boys.
Yeah, when it's not the boys. So what are you willing to? When you're enough, he likes to take ordinary men and say, "Are you willing to do this to survive?"
Exactly. Well, anyway, so. That's all we've got really to say, unless you guys have anything more you want to bring up here, talk about with this.
No, I pretty much said my thoughts. It's a good book. I want to finish the rest of the movie now.
You should get your own copy. Look at mine. The Absolute Edition includes some annotations at the end.
Nice. That's a thick ass book, though.
Oh yeah, with the collection of these comics, they always make them big.
Yeah,
then again, I should talk. I got the Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1, the Steve Ditko years.
Right.
Yeah, and I got a similar book for the Halo comics. It was between 4 and 5.
Right. I got to get back to Halo, man. Thanks. Thank goodness I don't need an Xbox anymore. I could get the HD.
Yeah, the Game Pass.
Yep.
Yeah. You ever wonder why we're here? That's a reference. I had to make a red versus blue reference if they mentioned Halo.
Of course.
So thank you guys for joining me on this one, and
you're welcome.
Yeah, and Dragon, I hope we can see you, have more of you in the future, as we'll see you guys on the next one.
He was hoping.
Yep. Take
See you guys
care.
later.